What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Bat Flip, where we discuss everything baseballs. I'm Landon Raby. With me, good friend of the pod, Z. How we doing?
Guess we're doing all right. Masters started down here, so it's always a good time of the year. Magnolia, azaleas. Everything, every flower's blooming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you're in Georgia.
Yeah.
So how far are you away from
Like
Augusta?
2.5, 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, okay. All right. Well, yeah. I guess let's talk about something delightful and flowers and stuff, because deja vu a little bit. We could just redo the same podcast from last week, because same thing. Series right in front of you, probably good enough to sweep LSU. I don't think LSU is a very good baseball team. And you just wasted another opportunity to go take a series, and now you're sitting here 4-8. And I know it can be done, it can be turned around, but there's just, as a fan, there's just not a lot of faith right now in this baseball team. And I think the margin of error is super small for the bullpen, but the bullpen's a problem. You're not closing out games. You got to close out some games. If they were blowing like one or two every now and then, yeah, you can point the finger at the bats and be like, hey, we're not scoring enough runs. But it's the combination of the two is why you're sitting here at 4-8. And it sucks, because you're right there. Like, if, let's say it's reversed and Tennessee is winning all these close games, Tennessee's probably a top 10 team. They've won they would have won every series if roles are reversed, but Tennessee's just finding ways to lose, and it just feels like nothing is going their way. They can't, get hits together in an inning. It's like the only hit we get, and then it's 2 outs after that, or we get one with 2 outs and the next guy's out. So it just, they can't get anything going offensively. And then, just a house of horrors for your bullpen.
Yeah, we're just beating a dead horse at this point with the bullpen, but every time I watch, I have faith going into it, but it seems like the only way we can, figure out a win is doing a piggyback scenario that takes the whole entire game, and we don't have to go into the bullpen as much, or maybe use one pitcher, which obviously every coach would want that, but it seems to go in that direction a little bit too much, and I don't like that, because obviously you need guys to perform, you need guys to pitch, you got to see what you got. And I think, now that we've seen this team, almost halfway through SEC play, we still got a couple weeks still there, but we can go all the way back to the Kent State series. And, at the beginning, you're not really thinking of these problems, but as we sit here now, I think it was a problem. I think it was a big flaw, like even before hitting the quote-unquote panic button, because losing to Kent State, it's glaring for sure. But we both thought that, it's a little bump in the road. They'll get through it. And, then Wright State comes to town. They compete, but then they have that good closing of the series, like a shutout. So now you got all the faith in the world going into SEC play, and then it's just kind of rearing its ugly head a little bit. I think the big, you could say bullpen. I don't think it's the offense. I don't, because I think we've scored enough in enough games to where we should win. I think the starting pitching has been there, but also not there. So it's a little bit inconsistent on the starting pitching side, but that's been probably the most consistent thing, even though it's been kind of inconsistent, but it's been the most, consistent thing throughout the whole entire year. But I don't know what Coach E has to do or Coach Reynolds has to do, but we gotta find some back end guys. And I think Brady Frederick just had a bad weekend. Obviously, it wasn't the best outing at all, but I don't like the scenarios that we're using him in. I think we need to use him more, like in tight situations, or, a bridge guy. But, I'm not the coach. I can't make those decisions. But we got to figure out. I'm talking about like right now. We got to figure out who we got in that bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking here at the stats in SEC play. There's 3 guys that doesn't have a 10 plus ERA out of the bullpen. I guess you can. 2 of them are duh. Can you guess the other one?
Of who doesn't have a 10 ERA?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
The bullpen.
I probably can't even think of the.
Appenzeller and Arvidsson. The other guy is Bo Rudy.
Oh, Bo. Yeah, Bo makes sense. Bo
Yeah.
does make sense.
But the next best ERA is 13.5, and that's Nick Abraham. Mark Hindy has a 99 ERA in SEC.
Yeah, but it seems like Nick Abraham's outings sometimes are like he has good outings, and then it's just one inning that gets to him. So that's kind of like flawed in per se. Like his ERA's probably got kind of flawed because that Vandy one, he went 4 shutty and then gave up like a 4 spot. So that's like a little in between of leaving him in too long or not pulling him early enough. So that might be a little flawed. So I put him under the 10 ERA category because those outings are a little bit flawed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you said. Like you are hoping to piggyback this thing with Arvidsson and Appenzeller, and hope you win the Friday and Saturday because Sunday you just. I mean, it just feels like you have no hope in that bullpen. I mean, you're hoping that it's close enough where Evan Blanco can maybe go 9 innings because that feels like your best way to win a game on Sunday. It's just unfortunate. Again, horror of hair or a house of horrors for that bullpen. I mean, Sunday, we talked about the margin of errors. I mean, you look at it in the 9th inning, bases loaded, they hit a rinky-dink dribbler up the middle. If it's hit hard, it's an out. Jay Abernathy gets that ball and you win. And then you have Levi Clark get it. He smokes one to center. It's a foot away from being a walk-off home run. The Stone Lawless hit at Georgia. Like there's so many that it's just like they're right there, but they just can't get over the hump. And so I just really have no other words for it other than like it's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate because like I hate it for Josh Elander and the staff. Like I really do like this staff. And people keep asking me, they're like, if Tony here is it different? I mean, maybe, but how would I know?
You don't.
And like, it's not like Josh Elander isn't trying different things. He's tried new lineups. He's tried, mixing up the starting rotation. He's, people are getting on to him about leaving guys in too long. And then it feels like he's not leaving them in long enough at some points. So I don't know. They just can't find ways to win, and you got to finish. And again, going back to like the bullpen, yeah, like they are blowing leads, but Tennessee had 2 hits from the 3rd inning on. So 9 straight innings, they had 2 hits in that game on Sunday after Blaine Brown's grand slam.
Yeah, I think going back to Sunday, there was a point in that game where LSU had 11 hits. 11 hits compared to our, I think, 4.
Yeah.
And it was getting late in the game, and it was 4-4, and I'm thinking, ooh, even if this is like we stole. If we were to win Sunday, that was a steal of a
100%. They had 4 errors. I mean, that was the only way we were in it. They had 2 errors in that inning to load the bases for Tennessee, and Blaine Brown got 1 out.
Like you said, LSU's kind of weird too. They were making the most simplest mistake. I mean, throw to second, dropped. I mean, it's
their first baseman is god awful. I'll go ahead and say that. Yeah,
he's Grand Canyon.
Horrible. One of the worst first basemen I've ever seen.
He's got to figure out the hit, the bat, because he's not hitting like they recruited him for. So
Yeah, and he's not good in the field. So I mean,
he'll
I
transfer
don't know.
to DH probably.
Yeah, I mean they're just. It's kind of like these teams that are usually like your better teams, like your Floridas, Arkansas, LSU, Tennessee. Like these are the teams that are just like got no clue what you got right now.
Yeah,
I mean Vanderbilt's not good either. If we're being honest, I know they swept Tennessee, but I don't. They weren't super impressive to me. They're not a team that I was like, okay, yeah, they could win a national championship. I just didn't feel that way. Maybe it's different later on in the season, but the teams that Tennessee has played so far, I just don't see it. And now you get into this, you're 4-8, like, hey, it's time to pick things up. You basically have to go 500 the rest of the way to have a chance of making it to the NCAA tournament, get to that 13 win mark. And
you're gonna have to make a run in the tournament. It's looking like that right now.
yeah,
They're gonna have to make a run in the SEC tournament. They're probably gonna be right now. I hope at best they can get a 10 seed, but it's looking like a 13 or 14 at this rate, depending on how it goes. Going back to you saying Vandy's not good, they're up 10-5 against Oklahoma right now on the top of the ninth. So, like I said, maybe that turned the corner for them. So,
jeez, I mean, can we just get a series where we just figure it out? Could it be this weekend, please? I mean, we talked about LSU as a must win. I mean, now basically every series, like you got to win your series on at home, and you can't get swept on the road. That's basically what you have to do to go 9-9 the rest of the way. And you got Texas at home, you have Oklahoma in there, you have Alabama, you have Ole Miss, and you have Mississippi State. Is that it? Is that
yeah, this weekend's Mississippi State.
Yeah, Mississippi State. You have Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Texas,
Yeah, I think that's it.
Alabama. There's one more because there's 6.
Alabama.
Is Kentucky on there?
Ooh.
I don't know if they
I
are.
don't know. I pulled up ESPN, but I can.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, Tennessee's got to do that. Got to figure it out. Now, like, let's. I think you're right. The starting pitching has been good enough. I think Landon Mack has been. He's pitched well enough to win most every start he's had. I think Teagan's pitched well. They're not really giving him any chances to go third time through the lineup. They're getting him out. And then they go Appenzeller the rest of the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think
if you don't want him going through the third time in the lineup, then you can make a switch and just put him in the bullpen.
Yeah, you could.
But I know what they don't want.
But then you're kind of doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Or you're just making Appenzeller a starter just to say he's a starter. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, because
it was the same thing with Arvidsson and Tegan Coons. Maybe it was just a change of scenery, but you're basically going to do the same thing.
Yeah. So,
and then I think Evan Blanco has pitched good enough to win. Except Vandy, he didn't have a great outing at Vandy, but other than that, I feel like he's pitched well enough to get you a win on Sunday. It's just, man, I mean, bad luck galore on Sunday. And I thought that was the one to get us over the hump. Hey, yeah. we've won a Sunday game, a rubber match. We're good to go. And since then, it has just been grand slam, infield singles, and errors that
it's been the big inning that is
haunted
us. I think
Tennessee doesn't have enough of those big innings to overcome it anymore.
No, I think that's been the issue basically all year. It's been one inning that's just either taking us out of games or just, we were up by 2 and we give up a 4 spot. Yeah. Situations like that where you're like, even when it's late in the game, oh, here we go again.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you lost by 10 in extra innings. Have you ever seen that before?
I've never seen that before.
I mean,
it's not normal.
Basically got run ruled in extra innings. That's what it felt like.
It just comes back. I hate when I'm like right about something, but I don't want it to be right.
Yeah.
Like I said, episode 1, I said this bullpen's going to take them as far as they go, and it's still like I was right, but as a volunteer alum, I don't want it to be right, but it's just one of those things where, I was right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, they got to find somebody else because right now you have Arvidsson and I think Bo Rudy is pitched. I knew he didn't have a great weekend, but he's pitched good enough in SEC play, and I think getting him a chance to kind of get back in the groove of things on Tuesday was good. I don't know why you don't give Braden Krenzel some looks on the midweeks just to kind of get
Yeah,
his head right
you gotta flip his
because
because
right now there's no way he has any kind of confidence. There's no
no,
way.
because especially if he's in that scenario where one, he doesn't have any confidence, and if it's like, for example, Sunday he hits a batter, he's out. Like you're giving him nothing, and now he's trying to perfect one batter, and then if that doesn't go well, he's just getting pulled. So I think you got to give him at least 2 innings on a midweek, just for him to get everything back aligned.
Yeah, and I mean, you mentioned the bullpens kind of make or break. I'm almost to the point. I know it's been bad recently, but Braden Krenzel, from a stuff standpoint, he's probably one of your better arms in the
Correct.
pen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's your X factor. Like if he figures it out, I think this team could maybe has a chance to turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you need that guy on Sunday, or you could need him on Friday to figure things out. But I mean, just not gone his way, and I don't feel like we've put him in great positions since then to let him figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the one batter, like if you got him out, yeah, that's a good thing. But I mean, right now, like nothing's 50-50 with this team. It doesn't feel like.
Like
And if it
basically, if
is,
he got the guy out, he wasn't getting pulled. Like that's literally, he's just in that, and I've experienced it too. And I hate talking about myself, but I've had even Kirby. I mean, Redmond. We've all had some one hitter outings, and like we had no idea. We're preparing for a whole inning, and all of a sudden we walk them, give up a hit or hit them, and then we're pulled, and we're like, you didn't even let me get settled. But it's just one of those things, and you just kind of, it's definitely hard. It's hard to get out of, but he just needs. I think you just start him on a midweek, let him go 3. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I agree. Is it time for you to see maybe Taylor Tracy on the weekend? Like, I mean, if you're out there just throwing out arms to see what you got, I mean, he's been as consistent as anybody on the midweeks. I know there's some freshmen that are getting hit pretty hard. I know he's had probably one not great outing, but I thought he's pitched well enough and got some swing and miss stuff where I'd like to see him maybe get an opportunity at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a midweek guy, but I was in this scenario in 22, even in 23, like 22, and I just kind of wrote out the midweek. But we were so good, so I wasn't even in this scenario. 23 was a little better, but I still didn't get as many looks. I don't think they will.
Yeah,
I don't. I just.
Well, hopefully they figure it out and they're not having to. But like,
well, yeah, you don't want it to come to that point because then you're just.
I mean, you're just feeding guys at that point. Like, I mean, throwing Sawyer Deering and Chandler Day out there on Sunday.
A lefty 48, by the way.
Yeah. All right, let's bullpen's got to figure it out. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the bats have to figure it out. Tennessee is hitting 227 in SEC play. That's just not good enough.
It just doesn't seem like we're doing that terrible.
Can you name Tennessee's top 3 hitters in SEC play? Who do you think
SEC play?
Mm-hmm.
Ford. Let's see. Ford, Stone Lawless, and Manny Marin.
0 for 3. Blake Grimmer's number 1.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if he had as many at bats.
Yeah. He's played in every SEC game.
Okay, my bad.
So Blake Grimmer's number 1, 279. Number 2 is Reese Chapman. Who do you think is the third? It's not Ford or any of those.
Yeah, it's not an obvious one. It's not Levi.
It is Levi.
Wow. What's his average?
It's 250.
And then, so 279, what's Reese?
271.
Okay.
Henry Ford and Blaine Brown. Who are your dudes? Those are your first rounders. Henry Ford is 192. Blaine Brown 216.
Not what you want to see.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, wait. Let me ask. How many homers?
How many homers? Ford has 3. Blaine has 4.
Yeah, people care more about that anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not good. Like that's the meat of your lineup. Your best hitter should be your best hitters in that lineup, and they're not anywhere close.
Boy.
So I mean, I don't know what you do.
I don't know even what to say.
I mean, not one guy over 300.
I've never had that before.
Yeah, I mean, we are in new territory, especially with this show.
Yeah.
With this offense, I mean, they're just not getting it done, and it's not like the strikeout numbers probably aren't as. They're probably a little bit more because you're not hitting as much, but it's not at an alarming rate. They're not getting mowed down. I mean, they just can't get a hit.
They also can't get that timely hit. I know that's cliche, but it just seems.
Well, it's also Blaine Brown is 9 players are on the right side of the infield. I mean, I know like learning to bunt or just, but dude, Blake Burke made so much money when he learned his junior year to just slap it over there.
Yeah.
And he led the SEC in doubles because of it.
Yeah. You just slap it over there. You have to let them respect that you can go to the opposite part of the field.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, Blaine's hitting the ball hard and he's got some bad luck, but part of that's just because they don't think you can do it.
No. Not until you prove it.
Yeah.
But even if you do it once, they're not going to.
Yeah.
Wait till you do that.
And Levi's had some bad luck. Like he's had a lot of balls get caught at the warning track in center field. It feels like, I mean, hey man, can you learn how to just pull it a little bit because those are out on the porch.
On the porch.
Easier said than done, but yeah, it's just a struggle bus. I mean, right now I think Trent Grinlinger is definitely a dude in your lineup. He just seems to get a hit. He's batting. His at-bats aren't there, obviously, to be in this, but he's batting .417.
Like .417 as a whole?
In SEC play.
Oh, okay.
As a whole, he's batting .410.
Okay. Yeah, he's a dude.
Yeah. Yeah, keep him in the lineup. He got his first homer in the midweek, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like you've played with this lineup enough that your guys are kind of your guys. They just got to be better. It doesn't seem like Chris Newstrom is going to be much of a factor. Jay Abernathy a little bit, but he's batting. It's 77.
Ben McKee put out on Twitter that Chris Newstrom was dealing with an internal issue.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's not going to be there this week.
I don't think he even traveled.
Yeah.
So that's probably why we haven't seen Chris Newstrom in a while, which is kind of weird to not report that earlier. But obviously nobody said anything.
Yeah.
So that's probably why we haven't seen him in a while. Because, I mean, if you think about it, when's the last time he was in the lineup? It was pretty much.
Is that the first weekend of SEC play, it feels like?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you do. Are you still your second base? Like that's still an issue. You just keep Tyler Myatt is hitting 185. Jay's hitting 77.
Traffic jam.
Yeah, I mean, and Ariel's not a factor. It doesn't feel like.
I think he's hurt or injured or something.
Yeah, he did deal with an injury. That's right. I don't know. Then you go kind of Grimmer at second at some point because you have Trent at DH. I don't know. I mean, I think Garrett Wright is hitting good enough. He's fourth on that list in SEC play. But I mean, you need your dudes to be dudes, and I think Elander mentioned that after the game. We need our bell cows to be bell cows, and agreed. Like those guys are that were crowned. Hey, these are first round guys. Like they need to be better.
I think people put too much pressure on like the coaching side of things because yes, the coach makes a lineup, but the coach doesn't swing the bat. The coach doesn't throw the ball. And like
it wasn't like these guys were bad in the fall. They were good.
You know, they make the lineup based off of how you're doing in the fall. Like, you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's so hard to blame a coach per se because V told us all the time, like, it's not even me, it's you guys. Like, this is your team. You guys run the practices, especially late in the year. Like, you guys are doing this. Like, all I'm here is just telling you what you should know. Like,
yeah.
So I don't like the coach slander because there's no – it's all player-based. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's just you're not hitting the home runs. You've hit 17 home runs in SEC play. I mean, to this point, it felt like we were at 100. I think for the past couple of years, it felt like we got the 100 so easily. Tennessee has 68 home runs. Yeah 68
down the power department.
Yeah. And so you're having to manufacture runs in a different way with small ball and you're having to move runners and Tennessee's just not good enough right now to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Again, like going back to the start of this, it felt like it was deja vu. It was like squandering opportunity on Friday, Cameron Appenzeller on Saturday got you that win, and then Sunday wasted another opportunity that went forever long, like the Vanderbilt game did last weekend, and you end up losing that one.
And now you're sitting at 4-8.
4-8.
Now we did it in 23 with 5-10. I understand that it's not over yet, but
something's got to click.
Something's got to click, and were people really doubting the Drew Beam, Chase Dolander, and a Chase Burns? Like you gotta look at that differently too.
And your dudes became dudes. Like you had Blake Burke and Christian Moore. Like Maui Ahuna picked it up,
and then Griffin Merritt.
Griffin Merritt had the walk off.
Older presence. Like
Dylan Dreiling finally became a face.
KT, like Dylan and KT were still young. It wasn't like they were old either.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a good mixture.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they got to figure it out, and I'm not here to say like it's. I mean, I think that coaching has to be at fault a little bit because you're just not winning games, and that's what a coach is there to do. They're there to win games. But I'm not sitting here and saying fire Elander after this. I think that is stupid and
ridiculous.
Yeah. Because I don't know if Tony does any better. Now maybe he lights a fire a little bit more. I don't know. Like because like the way Elander is between the lines might be something totally different in the locker room.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know what he's like.
But there needs to be a spark on this team. It just feels like it feels kind of dead. There needs to be some Cameron Appenzeller coming off the mound. There needs to be a little bit more juice. And I know that's hard when you're losing games the way you are. I get it. But they need to string some things along to get going here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where you're going to find it, but you got to find it.
Yep.
You have no choice.
Yep. And I mean, Elander gets paid quite a bit of money to do that. So let's make it happen.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a breakout guy.
This week?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Also, losing that game on Friday with the game Reese Chapman had, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate because I think that was your guy, wasn't it?
That was my guy.
Yeah, so that would have been great to win the series because you would have had that locked up.
Yeah.
That would have been your third one of the year. Or, no, fourth one of the year. We'll just go ahead and put X marks on those. This week, I'm gonna go No, nope, not gonna do that. I'm gonna go Trent Gridlinger.
Okay. On the road. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Henry Ford against his former coach.
Evan Long. Ooh. Sunday's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Henry Ford this week. I think he gets up for it. Maybe LSU was a look ahead game or a look ahead series. I don't know if that's a thing in baseball, but I'm gonna make it a thing.
That's only on the in my opinion, that's on the midweek. The look ahead spot is on the midweek.
Hey, we got through the look ahead spot that we thought it was gonna be Austin P.
What about Tuesday? What about Tuesday? It was 6-6 going into the 8th.
Yeah, that's
all right, man. 12-6, but
2 3-run homers.
It's the Norse, man. They let off the regional game with a homer too.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is going on with the Norse, man?
Something about it. All right, I'll go Henry Ford. You're going. Who did you go?
Trent.
Okay. Hey, get that first home run. He's feeling it right now. Okay.
Yeah, the only one.
He
seems like
the guys are going to get fed this weekend, so that'll be.
They will.
Good. Yeah.
Even though if they get swept, they will.
Yeah. I did offer Kivett. I was like, hey, like, if you want to have me go, I am 1-0 in Starkville, just so you know.
Like 1-0 in series or games?
Games.
Okay.
1-0.
You need a series.
Yeah. Well, if I win, then we'd be 4-0.
Wow, you're calling a sweep. I'm
just saying I'm undefeated in Starkville.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So yeah, got to figure it out. Tough test. It is probably a pissed off Mississippi State team after getting swept last weekend at home by Georgia, but it's been done to a team that you should have beaten. I love the optimism. I'm just trying to be glass half full kind of game.
Yeah.
Catching on. All right, we'll figure it out. Anything else before we get out of here?
No, I think I'm all good. Besides the Masters, I have Zander Shoffley winning the thing.
Okay. You don't have the fridge, Jack Harrington?
He went +4 today. Not bad for an amateur.
Yeah. Hey, same with DeChambeau. Neck and neck.
I know. I mean, that's got to be like something positive you take out of the day. I know it like wasn't the round you were looking for, but like, hey, you shot as good as DeChambeau today.
Yeah. Feeling it.
You shot better than John Rahm.
Oh, John Rahm. Yikes. He's won the thing before. That's crazy.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll be back next week, hopefully in a better mood. No more deja vu episodes, please, God. See you guys.
Home run, slam dunks, give him 6. Boys at MII, they got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be, to hear some balls for life, talking Tennessee. You can hate us if you want, but we sure